Why is it that in the last decade, Oklahoma has proportionally put more women in jail than almost any other state? We sent 1,393 women to prison last year. And we've been among the top 3 states for the last decade. In 2010, Oklahoma's female incarceration rate was 20% higher than the next closest state of Louisiana, and 225% above the national average. And every year, our women's prisons get more crowded. For a moment, consider the impact. According to a report from the Department of Corrections, 85% of the women in jail had at least one child, with an average of 3 children per woman. 7,071 kids. 65% of those kids are under 18. 4,624 kids. The study asked mothers about problems their kids were experiencing since the incarceration. It found a 94% increase in bad grades, 100% increase in kids getting expelled, 50% increase in kids dropping out, 167% increase in kids with drug problems, and 370% increase in depression. Statewide, it costs a rough average of $16,000 to keep a woman in prison for a year. That's $44 a day. Drug court treatment costs just $15 a day, or $5,000 per year. The Tulsa World, in partnership with Oklahoma Watch, takes a look into the stories of some of these women. Why is our rate so high? What's the effect on a family if the mother is sent to prison on nonviolent charges? And does incarceration really have the effect it's supposed to? Here's how it works. For an example, we'll use a drug offender. When a woman is arrested, she waits either in jail or out on bail for her court date. In court, a judge, with the help of a DA, will decide on a sentence for her. That sentence can be probation, or drug court, or other community sentencing, which don't require her to go to prison. Or, the court will decide that she needs to be incarcerated for a certain amount of time. Then, she'll serve all or part of her sentence until she's deemed rehabilitated, and either be released back into her life or enroll in some kind of reintegration program, such as a halfway house or therapeutic community. She'll look for a job and try to build a life again. Oklahoma ranks 17th in the nation for female arrest rate, but number 1 in incarceration rate for women. So the cause of our high incarceration rate isn't that we're arresting more women, or that women are committing more crimes in Oklahoma. In fact, 12% of female arrests are for drugs, yet 50% of women in Oklahoma prisons are on drug charges, which might suggest that the cause of our high incarceration rate lies somewhere else in a woman's journey through our justice system, somewhere after the arrest. Stay tuned as we explore more of the reasons behind Oklahoma's high female incarceration rate. In the coming weeks, we'll examine the court system and talk to a woman who made it successfully through drug court. We'll travel to an Oklahoma prison to interview an inmate who got 12 years on a drug charge. And we'll visit a therapeutic community in Tulsa and see how they're helping women reintegrate back into normal life.